Thanks for joining me for a few minutes here. I just wanted to discuss real quick with you the success you can have with small crankbaits. And I do mean small. This guy is not even really the close to the size of my thumb. I don't have giant hands like Trump. So this one, you're not going to throw it on what you would consider traditional gear for crankbaits. You want to throw it on something akin to what you would do with a smaller beetle spin. You'd catch a panfish and crappie with. Use 5-pound braided with this on an ultralight, and it casts pretty far. Has some good action, and haven't had this one for real long. I've still got a few of them in the wrappers. It's called a Bitsy minnow by Strike King, and it's so small I've got to deal with the little treble hooks that are on this thing. I don't have any of the single inline hooks that I prefer that I can even get on this guy. It's so small. And over here we've got a Rebel crankbait, and that again you're going to want to use a lighter line. I use 8-10 pound braided with that, and a light action rod, and or you can go as much as a medium with this Creme crankbait, which is a little bit heavier. Again, 10-pound braid, and this thing casts a good long ways out. It's a great little search bait. These two on the right, I don't have a ton of experience with. I just started fishing with these two, branching out a little bit, experimenting this winter into spring. This guy, I've only taken out just a couple of times. It's a fish catcher. I can't say that it's going to catch you a giant bass, but you're going to catch plenty of fish on this thing. It's great to just try to figure out just how populated a pond is. It's just as good as a beetle's been so far from my experience as far as catching a lot of fish. Just a little bit of a different technique, and maybe just a touch larger fish than a good beetle spin. The Rebel, it's a crappie catching machine. It's some days it beats the Creme from my limited experience so far when I'm trolling with one rod on either side of the boat. I have had more luck several days with this little guy than with this Creme. And they do dive down to about the same depth. It's really murky water, so I don't think coloration's really a variable in that. And I've done some videos talking about these things, the inline hooks, how much color matters. If you want to delve into that a little bit more and haven't already with me, feel free to subscribe, like me, and hit the little bell if you want alerts on new videos I do. Be happy to share a little bit more with you. But that's some experience with you. This Creme guy, I've caught bass as large as 7 pounds on this little guy. And I've been fishing with him for years. As far as a hard plastic bait goes, I've caught more fish with this particular bait than any other by far. So I strongly endorse you considering that particular bait. The Rebel, like I said, I've just started fishing with it, and it's actually caught more crappie, trolling some, than the Creme. Overall, how great it does, I don't know. Just haven't had enough experience with it yet. And this little Strike King guy, I'm great at catching small fish. I'm sure in time, playing with it, I'll catch some larger fish too. So far, the biggest thing it's gotten me is a 2 pound bass. But like I said, I've only taken it out a couple of times now. And it's pleasant, simple, easy bait to use. Hope that gives you guys some more ideas on ways to catch numbers of fish. And with that cream, like I said, every once in a while you'll catch a monster bass possibly. Hope this will help you out with that, and that you have a blessed day.